you're struggling with your self-tan looking anything like this on your wrists and hands, I'm going to show you how I apply it to avoid this. So I will always apply my tan everywhere on my body with a mitt, but I will stop at the wrist and I will switch it up. At this point, I am done using the mitt, so I will take this opportunity to rinse it before I go and apply tan on my hands. Then I will wash my hands with soap just in case any of the self-tan got on my palm or my fingers while I was using the mitt. Just be really careful not to splash any water on your arm or anywhere that you have the self-tan. After this, I'll apply a really thick hand cream or lotion. I really like this CeraVe one, so I'll put this all over my hands and wrists, just making sure everything is super moisturized. Then I'll take a really old makeup brush that I don't use anymore, and I'll just apply one pump to the wrist on the top of the wrist and blend it into the arm on the top and bottom. Then if you need a little bit more, I'll just take like maybe a half a pump and add this again to the top of my hand and then start blending this up into the fingers. It might not look like a lot of color is on there, but as long as your brush is damp, trust me, you are getting the tan everywhere. You don't want to apply like globs and globs on your fingers. I'll kind of make like a claw with my hand just to make sure I'm getting in all the crevices in all my fingers, all the knuckles, and then I'll even kind of run it in between the fingers, just making sure not to get any on the palms. Finally, I'll take an old washcloth and just slightly dampen it and rub this on your palms where your wrists and palms meet. And I'll also kind of rub this towel as well on the palm side of each finger. And just for good measure, I will always do this. I will just rub my wrists together once I'm done with everything, just to kind of make sure that that blend is super seamless. So yeah, that is it. It looks like a lot of steps, but it is really simple. And this looks like it's gathered, but it's just a shadow, that little like bone right there. But yeah, no lines.